cum shot, but that's all you get. That's all you get.
Good evening and welcome to another episode of What's So Funny, the show that probes the brains, the minds, the psyches of the people who make the funny. Tonight, David DJ Roy talks about his sordid past and answers the question, is he funny? I'm Guy McPherson. Kevin is away this week. David, nice to see you. Nice to meet you. Finally, after all these years of hearing about you.
I'm now scared of what you heard.
It's Super Bowl Sunday. Are you a fan? Do you watch?
Well, I've had a bad experience with Super Bowl and comedy.
Super Bowl and comedy. What was that?
Oh, well, back in Toronto, we did a show at a place called Einstein's every Sunday. Mm-hmm. It was my workout room.
Because you're from Toronto.
Yeah, originally born and raised in Toronto. It was my workout room. I'd go there every Sunday, work on material, try out new stuff. And someone, oddly enough, the place called Einstein's, some Einstein decided to put comedy right after the Super Bowl. So, like, no break, no, hey, clear out the room and bring people ready for comedy and let the drunks go home. So, bam, Super Bowl's done, bam, comedy. One comic said one thing, a girl heckled, he shot her down, drunk boyfriend stood up with testosterone and decided it's on. And then
it is on. And
it turned into a nice little riot.
Really?
Yeah.
Like he rushed the stage?
Oh, yeah.
Who was the comic?
J.T. Huntley.
And is he still doing comedy?
I don't want to bring he passed away.
Oh, because you're a lover, not a fighter.
No, I'm a fighter.
Are you?
You gotta understand, comedy in Toronto sometimes gets full contact, and you get very physical sometimes with, like, people have opinions, and I share my opinions, and some people don't agree with them.
Yeah.
And I've had the stage rust once or twice.
What was your last fight?
Oh, God. Actually, none here.
None in Vancouver.
That's kind of why I moved to Vancouver.
Yeah. So it's never been your fault.
I wouldn't say that.
Okay. But how long have you been here?
2004.
Now, your background prior to comedy is, I mentioned, a sordid background. You were in the underworld. No, you were on the other side of the law.
Is there another side of the law?
Oh, that's so deep.
Yeah, I have it's just a neighborhood, just trying to survive.
Just getting by. I mean, yes. You want to go into detail?
We'll go into, that depends. Is there any police officers listening?
No, this is all in the past. You come clean. You're a remarkable success story.
Yeah. Really? Success?
Well.
Somewhat?
You cleaned up.
Okay. We'll go with it. Okay. I've chosen a better path. I've chosen a better path in life. Basically, I was dealing coke. And, well, just any narcotics. Let's call it narcotics middle management.
Right.
And, it was just something that was easy money. Friends were asking, because at the time I was running a little record label. Nothing much.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I was deep into the DJ culture in Toronto. That's how I got the nickname DJ / who's not a DJ. They put that on guest lists because I'd show up and I'm like, I'm DJ. And then they'd usher me to the DJ booth, and I'm like, no, whoa, no. My name's DJ.
Right.
And my friends would call it the DJ service, because I owned a record label, so I made sense being there. And they were getting really ripped off and crappy stuff. So I just went to a couple of friends I grew up with, and I said, listen, a couple of my friends need stuff. And so it turned very quickly from, hey, I'll just hook you up for the weekend, to this is now my major income.
You weren't doing it yourself.
I don't remember the 90s.
Okay, fair enough.
I wasn't an addict or anything. I knew when the party stopped.
So no real problem. So why did you get out?
Something very emotional happened to me in my life.
Yeah.
And it just kind of changed me. Like, I started discovering comedy. I was doing comedy for like 6 months. Basically, I made a promise to my grandmother on her deathbed that I'd live a better life.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That is awesome.
You call it awesome. My grandmother passed away. Yeah, but it's, yeah.
Well, I mean, I mean, it was great that she got that. I mean, that's her dying wish, really. Like, so she knew something about your life.
I spent a lot of time with her right before she passed away, and so we had very deep conversations, and we got into a lot of life stuff. And you know, she's on her deathbed, so she'll say anything. Mm-hmm. She'll say, you know, she's not gonna like sugarcoat it. She just laid it out. And you know, a lot of my friends were getting into trouble, and I was getting too old for the crap, and I just wanted to move on with my life. And so that was kind of just like one of those, like, go home, have everything must go sale, buy 3 8-balls, get the 4th for free. You'd be surprised how quick free Coke goes.
Really, it was that quick. Like, you made that promise, and literally, like, within a week,
24 hours later,
24 hours
later, I was done. Like, she passed away, I don't know, like early morning, like 4 or 5. I went home, had breakfast, called a couple of friends. By the next morning, I was empty and done. And gone, nothing touched. I was giving it away. I was just like, just get it out of my house.
But what about money?
Well, I went quickly from making $1,000 a weekend, easily, to next to homeless. I've been homeless. I can be homeless again. It's no big deal to me. I can survive. And I'll just continue. But it's the fact that I made a promise, and I really, really enjoyed doing comedy. And I don't care, like, I don't care if people accept me. I don't care if I ever make it famous. But if a certain small amount enjoy what I do, and so far I've realized a few people actually do enjoy what I do, I'll keep doing it.
We're talking with David DJ Roy. The show's What's So Funny on CFRO 102.7 FM. I'm Guy McPherson. We're going to listen to a sample of Mr. Roy. Anyone call you Mr. Roy?
No.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
how do you like that?
It's it's actually supposed to be pronounced Wah.
Oh,
like
French.
Patrick Wah.
Yeah.
But nobody calls me that.
Here he is talking about Occupy Vancouver, and this was recorded where?
Oh, this was recorded at Biltmore on, was it Fraser and 16th in early November.
All right, David DJ Roy.
You guys obviously know about Occupy Vancouver, right? Yeah, they're not really kind of giving up they keep moving. And kind of being evicted, kind of like me mostly. So basically, I'm a protester. Some people will call him a bum, but we're going to call him a protester. Right? And I went down, like you see, the big rally was on the first weekend. And then Monday, everyone had to occupy their minimum wage job. Right? That's the sad thing. And then I went down, and I saw a pretty girl. By the way, don't go to protest to pick up women. Don't do that. No. But I went down, there was a pretty girl holding up a sign that says, "Down with the white man." So I went, grabbed a piece of paper and a pen, and I wrote a sign that goes, "Go down on this half-white man." I was asked to leave and not come back. But the irony, this is the irony of Vancouver rally, okay? 5,000 will come out to protest greed. But yet, on April 20th, 10,000 will come out to smoke weed. So the irony is, if you're going to have a protest, have drugs. People will show up, make it a party. Don't be so serious.
A heartwarming message from David DJ Roy about how to attract people to your cause. Just this after he says he's gone straight. Now I don't know what to believe.
Oh, I'm a realist. I mean, let's face it. People will show up to smoke weed.
Yes.
If you're all like, don't do this, don't do that, they're not going to show up. But if you're like, hey, I got pot, people are there.
Bang, yeah. So and so your take on the Occupy movement, right? You say that you lived homeless for how long?
A couple times. Very short period of times, but it's been more like twice in Vancouver, once in Toronto.
For like days or weeks?
No, like 3-4 months. Like what I mean by homeless is like you're living in a shelter.
Right.
You know, like the Salvation Army saved my life so many times.
Yeah. Well, I mean, no home. So you go and they offer you a bed in a big room with lots of other people, I take it?
Yeah, pretty much. It's kind of reminds me of two places I've been before.
Oh, I guess it was shelters, so it could have been the winter even.
Yeah.
But yeah. Now, is it ever a case where they just run out of room and turn you away?
Well, I work part-time at First United Church.
Currently, yeah.
Currently, which is a shelter. And we have had to turn people away. And what we do is we just scramble to find any open beds that are available. We just scramble to find any open beds that are available. We call other shelters because no one needs to freeze.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's just, we live in a society where no one should be homeless, but it's a fact that there are.
Yeah. And what was it like being on the inside, and not as a worker now that you are, but when you were in there, and you're lying there amongst people you don't know, and maybe some of them are great and maybe some of them aren't?
Well, the one shelter in Toronto, my first night, one of the guys told me, tie everything you own to your hand. What he forgot to tell me was my left hand. Because if someone tries to steal your stuff in the middle of the night, you can use your right hand to hit them. So basically, when you're hugging everything you own, it's a reality kick. It's no more, this is real. And it puts a fire under your ass to get motivated. And you take things a lot more serious, and you know what is serious and what's not serious. Like, serious is roof overhead, food and belly. What's not serious is, oh, this person thinks I'm an ass. I don't care about that. A lot of people in our society right now are next to homeless. It's not.
Sure, yeah.
There's a small
paycheck by paycheck.
Paycheck by paycheck. There's a small amount that are actually homeless. There's a larger amount in the poverty industry. The poverty community.
It's booming.
It's booming. The poverty industry is booming.
Bye.
That are just like, one paycheck away, choice between eat or rent. And those are the people that need the most exposure and help. Because when your minimum wage job is not getting you the minimum life, and you have like 3 guys living in a bachelor apartment because that's all they can afford, that's a problem. Our society cannot last that long like that.
So as you were lying in bed thinking about shelter overhead, food and belly, what did you come up with? What were your outs? What were you...
Comedy.
So that was it. You said, if I can just get on stage somewhere...
Yeah, life's okay.
Yeah.
Like, I can survive. Long as I'm doing stage time, I can survive.
Now, prior to that, had you had any performing experience?
What? Before doing
comedy, yeah.
No.
So what put that in your head?
As I said, I ran a record label before, right?
Yeah.
And I booked a little show, kind of for a few bands. I was semi-managing, organizing, stuff like that, right? One band pulled a no-show. One band showed up drunk. And the third band said, if you don't pay us like triple what you promised, we're not going to perform. So I said, screw this. I'm going up to cancel the show. So I went on stage, started, I snapped and just started making fun of the bands. And I lost it. I just started making fun of everything that was going on. I was just sick and tired of, all these people just playing games and crap like that. So I just started digging into them. And I was asked the audience going, okay, I'll give you your refund. And they're like, no, keep going. Because it was only a $5 show. It was a small little bar, right? But they're like, keep going. We love this. And so I just started ranting on everything. And the bartender that night came up to me afterwards and said, listen, you come do this comedy open mic that I work, and I'll get you drunk for the rest of the night if you perform. And so I went. I bombed hard, miserably. But I've never been on stage before. So,
right.
And then...
And did you prepare any material?
No, that's the thing. Like, this is like, just kind of like, I'll just go, right? And then from there, but I got hooked. I got hooked that night, and I go in the first year, it was just bomb, learn what works, what doesn't work. No one helped you out. You just kind of like trial and error. Like, okay, well, this kind of works, that kind of works, that doesn't work, And then I started getting better and better.
Bad shows, and you shake them off.
Yeah.
Are there any that have just sort of stayed with you, like just gong shows?
Oh God, there's so many. They all blur into one.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned the riot off the top, but have there been others that you just, even you, are like, oh, I don't know, what am I doing?
A couple of Cobalt shows where I'm like, oh, this is gonna get ugly. Yeah, I've had. Again, I don't remember them. Like, I just shake it off and say, okay, you know what? Let's concentrate. Let's learn what we did. Let's learn what went wrong and fix it and move on to the next show. And I mean, I've had some bad shows. I just don't try to concentrate on them much. I just shake it off.
Yeah.
I mean, a great hero of mine, Muhammad Ali, said, you judge a good boxer not how hard he hits, but how hard he gets hit and comes back. Okay, I've been knocked down so many goddamn times, I think it's home. But there's a little piece inside of me, well, actually not that little, big piece inside of me going, get the hell back up. Get the hell back up, get back on stage, do your thing. Do what you do. You will break it. You will find your audience. But it will happen.
Well, it's been a pleasure getting to know you.
You too, guy.
Learning all about a side of
maybe
the world that I'll never know.
Maybe I'll come back and tell you more porn stories.
Oh, you got more.
Oh, there's a lot more.
All right. Thanks, David DJ. Roy. Got it. David DJ Roy. You need the David in there.
Well, I just need everyone call me Deej, but for professional reasons, David.
Okay. David, thank you.